The Procrastination Puzzle, written by James Clear. We've all been there. A deadline looms and we find ourselves doing anything but the task at hand. Procrastination, the art of delaying tasks despite knowing we'll be worse off later, is a universal human experience. It's that nagging voice that whispers later even when now is the wiser choice. But procrastination is more than just laziness or poor time management. It's a complex interplay of emotions, motivations, and self-regulation. Understanding its roots is the first step to overcoming its grip. Procrastination can leave us feeling overwhelmed, guilty, and frustrated. It can sabotage our goals, damage our self-esteem, and even impact our relationships. But there's hope. By understanding the psychology behind procrastination and implementing practical strategies, we can break free from its chains. Beyond laziness, the psychology of delay. At its core, procrastination is an emotional regulation problem, not a time management one. We often delay tasks not because we're lazy, but because we're trying to avoid negative emotions associated with the task, such as fear, anxiety, or boredom. One key culprit is the fear of failure. We may procrastinate on a task because we're afraid of not meeting our own expectations or the expectations of others. This fear can be paralyzing, leading us to avoid the task altogether. Another factor is temporal discounting. Our brains are wired to prioritize immediate gratification over long-term rewards. This means that the discomfort of starting a task now often outweighs the potential benefits we'll experience later. Understanding these psychological underpinnings is crucial for developing effective strategies to combat procrastination. By addressing the emotional roots of our procrastination, we can begin to make real progress. Triggers unveiling the procrastination traps. Procrastination doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's a complex behavior influenced by various factors. It's often triggered by specific situations, emotions, or even our environment. Understanding these triggers can help us tackle procrastination more effectively. Identifying these triggers is key to developing strategies to avoid or mitigate them. By recognizing what sets off our procrastination, we can take proactive steps to counteract it. One common trigger is feeling overwhelmed by the sheer size or complexity of a task. This can make the task seem insurmountable. When we feel like we don't know where to start, it's easy to get discouraged and put it off. Breaking the task into smaller, manageable steps can help. Another trigger is the fear of imperfection. This fear can paralyze us, making it difficult to begin. Perfectionism, while often seen as a positive trait, can actually fuel procrastination. The desire to get everything just right can prevent us from making any progress at all. When we strive for unattainable standards, we may avoid starting a task altogether for fear of not getting it perfect. Accepting that mistakes are part of the process can be liberating. Distractions are another major culprit. They can come from both external sources and our own minds. In our hyper-connected world, it's easier than ever to get sidetracked by emails, social media, or the endless stream of information at our fingertips. Setting boundaries and creating a focused work environment can help. These distractions can derail our productivity and keep us stuck in a cycle of procrastination. By being mindful of these traps, we can take steps to stay on track and achieve our goals. Breaking it down, conquering tasks step by step. One of the most effective ways to overcome procrastination is to break down large, overwhelming tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. This approach not only simplifies the process, but also makes it easier to start. This simple strategy can make a world of difference in our motivation and productivity. By seeing progress in small increments, we feel more accomplished and less stressed. When we break down a task, we shift our focus from the daunting enormity of the entire project to the smaller, more achievable steps required to complete it. This shift in perspective can significantly reduce anxiety and increase our willingness to get started. This makes the task seem less intimidating and more approachable. It's like climbing a mountain. Instead of focusing on the peak, we concentrate on reaching the next base camp. For example, instead of viewing a research paper as one massive undertaking, break it down into smaller steps. Choose a topic, conduct research, create an outline, write a draft, revise and edit. Each of these steps can be further divided if needed. Each step becomes a mini goal that's easier to tackle. Completing these mini-goals provides a sense of achievement and keeps us motivated. By focusing on completing one small step at a time, we build momentum and gain a sense of accomplishment that propels us forward. This momentum is crucial for maintaining long-term productivity. This positive reinforcement helps us stay motivated and avoid getting bogged down by the sheer size of the task. By celebrating small wins, we create a positive feedback loop that encourages us to keep going and tackle even more tasks with confidence. Time boxing, the power of the Pomodoro. Another powerful technique for overcoming procrastination is time boxing, a time management method where you allocate specific blocks of time to work on a task without distractions. This method helps you stay on track and ensures that you dedicate time to your most important tasks. The Pomodoro technique is a popular and effective time boxing method that has gained widespread recognition for its simplicity and effectiveness. Developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s, the Pomodoro technique involves working in focused 25-minute intervals separated by short breaks. Cirillo named it Pomodoro after the tomato-shaped kitchen timer he used during university. This structured approach helps to improve focus, reduce mental fatigue, and boost productivity. By breaking work into manageable intervals, it becomes easier to maintain concentration and avoid burnout. To use the Pomodoro technique, choose a task you want to work on, set a timer for 25 minutes, and work on the task until the timer goes off. During this time, eliminate all distractions and give your full attention to the task at hand, then take a 5-minute break. Use this time to relax, stretch, or grab a quick snack. These short breaks are essential for maintaining your energy levels and preventing mental fatigue. After completing 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break of 15 to 20 minutes. This extended break allows you to recharge and return to your work with renewed focus and energy. This structured approach helps to break down work into manageable chunks, create a sense of urgency, and train our brains to focus for extended periods. It also provides a clear framework for tracking progress and celebrating small victories. By incorporating the Pomodoro technique into our workflow, we can enhance our productivity and overcome procrastination. This method not only helps us get more done, but also makes the process of working more enjoyable and less stressful. The long game-building habits for lasting change. While strategies like breaking down tasks and using the Pomodoro technique can provide immediate relief from procrastination, true change requires a long-term perspective. Building sustainable habits and routines is essential for consistent productivity. Start by identifying your most productive time of day, and some people are most alert and focused in the morning, while others hit their stride in the evening. Schedule your most challenging tasks for when you're naturally most productive. Create a consistent work environment that minimizes distractions. This might mean finding a quiet space to work, turning off notifications on your phone, or using website blockers to limit your access to social media during work hours. Consistency is key. Just like building any habit, consistency is crucial for developing lasting productivity. Make a plan and stick to it as much as possible, even on days when you don't feel like it. Progress over perfection, embracing the journey. One of the biggest obstacles to productivity is the pursuit of perfection. When we hold ourselves to impossibly high standards, we set ourselves up for disappointment, frustration, and ultimately procrastination. Instead of striving for perfection, aim for progress. Focus on making small incremental improvements each day rather than trying to achieve everything all at once. Remember that done is better than perfect. Embrace the learning process. Mistakes are inevitable, especially when we're trying something new. Instead of viewing mistakes as failures, see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Embrace the journey, not just the destination. By shifting our mindset from perfection to progress, we can overcome the fear of failure that often fuels procrastination and embrace a more sustainable approach to productivity. Small steps, big wins, starting where you are. The journey to overcoming procrastination starts with a single step. Don't let the enormity of the task ahead paralyze you. Start with something small, something manageable, and build from there. Choose one strategy that resonates with you and implement it today. Whether it's breaking down a task into smaller steps, trying the Pomodoro technique, or simply creating a dedicated workspace, taking action is key. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Each step you take toward overcoming procrastination is a victory worth celebrating. Acknowledge your progress and use it as motivation to keep going. Remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Start small, be consistent, and celebrate your progress along the way. Conclusion. Reclaiming your time and productivity. Procrastination is a common challenge, but it doesn't have to control our lives. By understanding its psychological roots, identifying our triggers, and implementing practical strategies, we can break free from its grip and unlock our true productivity potential. Remember to be patient with yourself. Overcoming procrastination is a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks along the way, but the key is to keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward. You have the power to take control of your time, achieve your goals, and live a more fulfilling life. Start today. Small steps can lead to big wins.